What's up guys, LeopoldTheBrave here and welcome to my annual year in review type video. This one's for 2018 through 2019, so this is gonna be fun. Here we go. Apologies in the background if you hear fireworks or my dog barking at the fireworks. So yeah, that's the thing that's going on right now and it's kind of irritating, but alright, where do I begin with this year? Nothing too huge happened throughout the first half of this year. It was pretty much the same old thing of me working at IHOP, being sad about everything, and dealing with my stomach issues. If you remember from my last year video, I had stomach issues that started, well, I've had stomach issues forever, but they really started getting bad halfway through last year, and this year I got two surgeries for it. Not the kind where they cut me open or anything, but it's called an endoscopy, basically, where they put me to sleep and then they stick a tube down my throat to do stuff to my stomach. So I had to get I had pyloric stenosis is what it's called. It's basically where the hole from that's in the stomach and leads to the intestines where it gets too small to fit and process food through. So they had to go in and enlarge that thing. They had to do it twice because the first time it wasn't enough. But the second time, they did it a lot better. And even though my stomach is still a little weird, it's not nearly as often or severe as before. So hopefully I only have to go back in like one more time for the rest of my life. And hopefully it's not anytime soon. But yeah, that happened about halfway through the year. So that was like a huge chunk of the year, just 50% of the year taken up by working the same job and doing the same thing and dealing with my stomach that was being a pain and making me feel sick and miserable. And now I can just be miserable. I don't have to be sick. But things really started to get interesting during the fall of this year because I went to professional voiceover classes for 12 weeks. It was a 12-week course in Atlanta, Georgia. It was really fun. It hasn't gone anywhere so far, but I'm working on stuff. I'm saving up to get a demo reel done, or my parents are paying for it for Christmas or something. That's what they said they were going to do. So let's see how that turns out. So I'm going to, ow, I banged my hand on the desk. But I'm going to try and get a professional demo reel done, get it sent out to people, take a few more classes if I can see that there are a few more that are open. Like there's an animation class starting next week, so I can work on character voices. So that's going to be fun. That's what I want to do. But I understand I have to get through the trailer voices, advertisement voices, all that kind of stuff. Like, how often does this happen to you? Haha, get this vacuum cleaner. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. But yeah, so I went to that for about 12 weeks. I met some pretty nice people, but I was foolish and didn't keep in contact with any of them, which was a shame because I really liked some of the people there. And now I know no one. I'm stupid. But what else happened? Anyways, after that, it was about the end of October by the time those classes were done, so we had Halloween, yada yada. It wasn't a big celebration because my family's Christian and I'm Christian, so we don't really celebrate Halloween like crazy. I know Halloween isn't bad, and it basically just all depends on how you interpret it and how you choose to celebrate it. Because I love Halloween, dude. But I understand how hard it is to turn that kind of thing positive or anything. I'm rambling now. But after Halloween, of course, comes Thanksgiving. And usually Thanksgiving's pretty boring. It's basically just eat and sleep day. You say what you're thankful for, blah, blah, blah. Eat some turkey, take a nap, and that's, you come and go. And Thanksgiving is really kind of the smallest out of the big three holidays at the end of the year for most people. But for me, it was exciting because Thanksgiving break, we had a visitor from south, one of the Koreas, whichever one the dictator is not in. Because she probably wouldn't have been able to come to the US if he was there. He's probably keeping everyone in there, starving and whatnot. But she came from the good Korea. And she stayed with us for a week, learning about our customs, our Thanksgiving customs, and decorating with us for Christmas and just spending a good time. So it was really fun to meet her and get to know her and ask her about her Korea place, land, thing, and stuff she does there. So that was an overall very interesting and very educational experience. She is going back to Korea in May of next year, or this year now. That I'm recording this on the 31st, but it's going to go up on the 1st. So I'm going to say next year a lot, but I'm really going to mean this year, the year of 2019. So having Nayung over was cool, and then after that was Christmas. Nothing big and special happened on Christmas. It was just Christmas who da di da di da stuff. But anyways, some other interesting stuff that happened last year for Christmas. I got this art tablet, so I've been spending all year practicing my digital art and stuff. I've sold one piece of art. So in 2019, I am hoping to get better and better art and maybe commission some stuff and make some money doing that, because that would be really cool to be a digital artist and do some cool stuff like that. And I'm also hoping to go somewhere with voiceover, and I'm also going to try and go back to school, because I messed up the first time. I did good in everything except math, so I'm going to get some math tutoring, take some math classes, and then go back to school and hopefully make it through math, and then do something that I really want to do, because I am sick of IHOP. I want to there's tons of stuff I want to do. Tons and tons of stuff. The problem is, all those stuff requires some kind of degree or something, so I have to do good in school for that. Like, I could do video editing, I could be a storyboard artist, I could be a script writer, I could render stuff. There's lots of stuff. Basically, art stuff, voice acting stuff, production stuff, editing stuff, writing stuff. But all that stuff requires degrees and education and all that, even though I already know how to do a lot of that stuff. I just need some proper training in that specific class. But I need to go through math first, for some reason, even though math has nothing to do with storyboarding or script writing or editing and all that. And the math that does pop up during those things is very simple math that I already know. I don't need to know how to do graphs or trigonometry or whatever all this mumbo jumbo is. But yeah, that's pretty much all that's been going on throughout the year of 2018 in my life. Let's see, what other stuff has happened outside of my life? Movies that came out. I wasn't interested in a lot of movies that came out. The first movie I was interested in 2018, though, was Avengers Infinity War. Now, I'm not a big superhero movie person. I just kind of find it hard to get into live action stuff a lot, because I can never get it past in my mind that these are just guys in costumes dressing up and being actors, while with animation and cartoons, it's very easy to immerse people in your world and say, whoa, look at all this crazy stuff that's happening. But in live action, I just can't get past it. Like, if Kurtwood Smith was in, like, Avengers or something as a hero or a villain, I'd be like, that's not blank, that's Red from that 70s show. And I would never be able to take the movie seriously. But Avengers Infinity War, I did like a lot, because I knew I had never seen a lot of Marvel movies before that. Pretty much Spider-Man Homecoming was the only Marvel movie I had seen before Avengers Infinity War. So I had to catch up quickly, and I surprisingly did like a couple of them. I liked the Iron Man movies. Yes, all three of them. I know some people don't like 2 or 3, but I liked all 3 of them, because Iron Man is just cool. Spider-Man Homecoming, of course, I liked. I liked Civil War, the parts with Spider-Man in it, but I did not like the rest of it, or the other Avengers movies. I don't know. I just did not like Captain America and Iron Man whining at each other for like 90% of the movie, standing around doing nothing, only for like 10 minutes out of the entire 2-hour movie to explode during the climax. I just found them very tedious to watch, so I kind of gave up once I reached Thor, because Thor also bored me. I'm just not into that stuff, you know? But I'm excited for Avengers Infinity War Part 2 next year. Endgame is what it's called. But for animated movies this year, we got sequels like The Incredibles 2, which I do not remember anything about. I'm going to have to rewatch that. But then there was Wreck-It Ralph 2, which was a super good movie. I don't want to get into spoilers in case people haven't seen it yet. But it has a very good moral. It did hammer it in a little sloppily like Zootopia did. But it's a different moral, and they hammer it in a different way. But it still is a good moral, whether or not it's hammered in. And then there was Spider-Verse. Spider-Verse, I cannot believe I had to pause and hesitate to figure out and remember the name. I just saw it a couple days ago. It was a fantastic movie. I'm going to make a video about that movie. Not directly about it, but it's going to be involved. But yeah, Spider-Verse was really good. Of course, I'm not going to go into spoilers for that either. It was just phenomenally animated. Is that even a word? I know phenomenon and phenomenal is a word. Is phenomenally a word? I don't know. But Spider-Verse was really good. And speaking of Spider-Man, since I already talked about him earlier, he's been on a roll this year. His animated series got another season. He got that super cool Spider-Verse movie, and video games. He got a PlayStation 4 Spider-Man PS4 game by Insomniac. I'm mixing all my words up now because I'm processing so many different things that happened at the very end of this year. Like, the first half of this year was super boring, and then the second half is like, whoa! But there were lots of cool games that came out near the end of 2018. There was Soul Calibur 6, Spider-Man, as I just stated, the Spyro Reignited trilogy, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, a lot of S's. And next year, I am looking forward to Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm looking forward to Crash Team Racing. I'm not sure about Devil May Cry 5. I might check it out. I didn't have a good first impression on my first Devil May Cry game, so I'm not too hyped, but maybe I'll give it a shot as I see more of it. But yeah, in regards to the games, everything's looking super good and super exciting. Hopefully 2019 is as good of a year for games as it was this year and last year. Oh my gosh, 2017 was amazing. Oh my gosh. But overall, yeah, that was a lot of the stuff that happened. We did lose a couple people, like Stephen Carl, Stephen Hawking, Stephen Hillenberg. A lot of the Stevens and Steffens we lost. That was, I think Stephen Hillenberg hit me the most out of all of them, and Stanley too. I mean, even though earlier I just said I wasn't a huge fan of the Marvel movies and all that, I'm still inspired by his work, and I admire all that he's done for the comic book industry and film and stuff. Even though we're oversaturated with superhero movies right now, it's pretty much all coming from one place, because DC ain't doing much good. But yeah, that's pretty much how 2018 has gone. We lost some great people, but we had some great games. We had some good movies. In my life, it was boring the first half, crazy psycho the second half, and, well, 2019's a mystery. So let's hope it's good and interesting and crazy and fun and something entertaining. And hopefully I do good in school. Well, mainly math, because I know I'll do good in school. It's just the math portion. Anyways, have a good New Year's, people. Leopold the Brave out. Hi, Joey.